So we can start the weekly marketing metrics.
Just give me 1 minute. I'm putting my Discord on stream mode, otherwise it will make noise. Just give me 10 seconds.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Shardeum. So, Ram, we can start the slide. So in the last, since I haven't been there in the last couple of meetings, I'll just catch up with the last 3 weeks. In the last week of in the last 3 weeks, like before that, we had 1,000 new followers on Twitter. So after that, we have had we have had a dip, then a rise, and a dip again. So like 3 weeks ago, it was 341 new followers, then 949 new followers, and 567 new followers. However, compared now coming to impressions, we had 59,800 impressions. From over there, we have seen increase. So for the next 2 weeks, it was around the same figures. And in the last 1 week, it has increased to 85,200. On Twitter, we have had so 3 weeks ago we had 6 new subscribers. We were pretty so we are not growing at that point. After that, only one update has been on YouTube. Is We have had the live stream for Network Monitor. After that, we have had 28 new subscribers in the last week and 10 new subscribers in the last 1 week. And also because of that, we have had 691 views in last week and 331 views. So these are all again basically more or less on the Network Monitor.
Hi. So yeah, we have seen a growth in Discord members. We got 606 members this week, which is again up from last week. We had 515 members. So yeah, a good jump there. When it comes to Telegram subscribers, we have 56 new subscribers, and we also reached 5,000 members on Telegram, basically subscribers on Telegram. So we are going good there as well. And yeah, when it comes to the community, so in community, there has been a drop because last week we gave a shout out to our own community, so therefore we saw a rise of 156 members. However, if we see this week growth, uh, it it's almost equivalent to what we have been seeing in the past. So yeah. I had to skip Subbu's slide here. So Subbu, as you all know, Subbu is on leave from medical issues. So with respect to blog, so last week, the previous last week to last week, we have revamped the blog, and we did a mistake that we failed to implement the Google tracking code. So there's no data with respect to blogs in the last 1 week. So we fixed it today. So it will be available from next week. But with respect to website metrics, again, there's a jump. If you look at the last 3 weeks, similar to other social media, the trend is like there's a peak and there's a dip. Again, there's a dip and there's a peak here. And so this week there's a like around 42% jump. And again, this current jump, major contribution came through social media. So when compared to previous weeks, this week actually the traffic has been doubled. Like 4 weeks, it was constantly around 1,000 plus traffic, and this week it was around 2,000 plus traffic. So newsletter subscribers, no change, but it's going at like when compared to last 4 to 5 weeks, it's going at a good rate, like around 162 subscribers. Website traffic, again, direct contributed 45 percentage. Second, contributed by social at 33 percentage, and search contributed around 12 percentage. So Liberty metrics, as we informed that during the last week, the performance of the metric, like the total transaction accounts, everything were low, and we find out that because of L 1.2 upgrade, that they were not capturing certain data. So that was the issue. We were facing a very low growth in the previous week. So even this week, due to those changes, we couldn't see a major jump or growth here. So I just have the number just for the records, but the actual real number we could see from next week onwards. So until then, but till date, overall we have around 1 lakh total transactions, and that is 7,000 accounts. And in terms of smart contracts, actually the data is not visible. Actually, it was around 400 one transactions. Sorry, one smart contracts. So that's all on the metrics. Moving on to Trello. Over to you, Chan. Andresh, are you there? You're on mute
Okay,
if you're speaking.
so I've been working on hackathon quite a bit. So there it was completed a little bit in terms of documentation. So now we are working more on that. So the process is ready, and we are just like finalizing the dates and the events and everything that we are going to do during that period. So that's one thing. YouTube calendar is ongoing, so it has I've made progress on that. There are topics done, and then so dates are yet to be added to the videos that we have listed down. So we have a due date for this week. And Ram, if you can slide a little on the left. Okay. So Super Shardeum program is so I've started in a program wise document is ready, Trello is ready, forms are ready. Now, like couple of things that we are pending is we are pending one approval, and apart from that, I'm also working on FAQs for the program as soon as we launch it, so that if any questions that anyone has, they are also available. For Twitter Spaces, so we are also planning a Spaces like mostly this week. We'll update everyone on that. It will be related to contributors who have been actively participating in Shardeum. So this is the one space that we are starting, and this so we might have so we are hoping that once we do this space with a few contributors, we'll keep doing. We'll have more spaces around on the same lines next week, and like apart depending on how the spaces perform. So yeah, that's these are the couple of things we are working on.
Yeah. So for me, what I completed, I got done last week was so quizzes for Discord and Telegram is done. We just need a review, and a demo call is scheduled for this week. So probably we'll complete that, and then we'll go forward with it. Uh, we also had Western Community AMA yesterday on Sunday, and it went really well. We had a good engagement there. We got a lot of new members on the Russian Telegram as well. Then we have been working on increasing the visibility of contributions. So now I have moved it to done because now the process is set. So we are working there as well. Subbu and Shubham started FAQs, which we have published now. So yeah, shout out to Shubham. And we also had onboarding call last week, so which will be again done this week as well. So yeah, that's there. Moving forward to this, what I have been, what just one more update for outreach. I had a call and chat with two projects. Um, one being George again, and another one being basically they are building a data analytics tool for NFTs. So that's there. So most probably we'll have to have a communication with them. Now moving forward to this week, I have to
find a way to get to basically distribute POAPs because they were getting rejected. I do have a demo call this week. We'll be also conducting onboarding calls. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. And I have to work on Telegram communities visibility as well. Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you, Asha and Chandresh. So with respect to my last week activities, CMA newsletter 16 completed. So regarding blogs, due to Subbu's options, so I have just evaluating few vendors to review and publish the blogs. So just spoke with them and finalized them, and this week they will be publishing all those pending blogs. Hackathon. So having a meeting with potential judges and mentors. So around like Priyanka have arranged around 6 meetings last week. So we both had a call and yes, few like almost most of them have confirmed it. And again, hackathon like there are a few consultants and event management calls I had last week. So transferring few leads to Chandresh with respect to event management. Consultant, we had multiple calls, so that is also done. But we are ready to finalize that. Hopefully, they should be finalized this week. Website developer, so like yeah, facing challenges with our current developers, so are evaluating few more vendors again here. So everything in a final stage. So this week it should be started, the pending work, but still, like the current vendor were able to manage the carriers page work. So that has been made live just few minutes before the call. So the remaining pending works will be taken as per his bandwidth. So other thing is a grants program. So we're working with Sashad with the draft of the grants program. So we will be reviewing it together after Sashad feedback so that also will be planned and made live after all the internal management approval. And platform, a hackathon platform, your payment is pending, so that will be done this week. Then apart from it, SEO again, contract has been delayed last week. It's almost, so today it will be completed. So from Wednesday, the work will be started with respect to all the SEO work. Yeah, so with respect to webinars, the external one that I planned, there's no progress because of the speaker, but a few things, Yash also came up with few things. So checking out few of the community members for certain topics. So we will be planning it accordingly, working together to conduct those webinars. Yeah, that's all. That's all from my end.
Just to add here, so we do have George Vajaynath also here. So we are actually looking out for volunteers who would like to contribute and basically uh, teach people more about Shardeum and basic concepts of Shardeum, take webinars on that. So if you guys are, so Vajaynath is already conducting an event. But George, if you are interested, do let us know as well.
Yeah, me. Well, uh, the other DAO, so the Harmony Dev DAO, which I run. What happened when Harmony went to mainnet was we would do a lot of events as well, but the most important driver of those events were the projects, because the projects have their own communities, I guess, and they always have different people. So, I think that, to be honest, the original core Harmony team events, to an extent, were well attended, but you kind of need something to push the attendance higher, in my opinion. So like there has to be not really a giveaway. I'm against giveaways, but there has to be a buzz, and it needs to involve people who are building, right? And it needs to involve like some developers and some like NFT makers. It's usually something like that, and you have to bring people, and they have to like talk about
So
something. Like they're gonna have to promise something like, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
so Ram, we are actually gonna do that, right? We'll be doing that. We'll be bringing people to the webinars.
Like I think that for the developers based in the US and in Europe, uh, it's hard to get them on calls, and they don't usually attend Twitter Spaces. To be honest, if you're talking about like, are you talking about marketing to developers to get them in events, or are you talking about just regular people?
Hello.
How's that? Yeah, I was asking. I mean, so like we're gonna talk to Greg in, I guess, 30 something minutes, but you know when it comes to town halls of developers, the town halls were initially very popular and had about 20 developers because people wanted to build. So in the case of Shardeum, oh Yash, you're on mute. Do you want to talk about something?
No, it's cool. You just asked us, right? Right? Will there be people joining the webinars? Yes, we definitely will have people, and we'll be pushing it out. Ram, if you like, you have more idea about this, so can you take this?
So, George, like the current target audience that we are looking at is India to start with, and here the current topic that we have planned is creating application in the Shardeum Liberty, right? So this is for the people who wants to transition from Web 2 to Web 3. So these topics are targeted towards them, and it will be educational webinars for those people.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
with our current recent events, online events and everything, whatever I looked, I could see some good participants. People are willing to look at this because it's going to be educational one, and there are so many people who wants to transition from Web 2 to Web 3 here.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better situation than trying to get projects from other chains or developers who are building somewhere else to come to Shardon, because I remember when Cardano was building its community, it was definitely the transition from Web 2 to Web 3 that made it an important event that people wanted to talk about, how the change was going to affect themselves personally and how Shardon was going to accelerate that change. So I would agree, and I think the developers come after. In my experience, yeah, that kind of approach makes a lot of sense. And then once people hear that there is some popularity on something like Shardon, developers are like, oh, if I build on Shardon, then my DApp will have a community and will have people using it, and there might be VCs interested in it because they would have heard about it, right? And then they usually come after that if they think that it's going to work. In the sense,
Yeah. So your insights are good, but it's not that we are just going to focus on this one particular target audience. This is also one among the target audience. So when we are thinking about which one to be easier for us to start, this one looks easier for us to start. So that's the plan. Like, so we are going to start with this particular topics because we have certain speakers among the community members who are already ready and confident with these topics. So we thought of starting with these things. Of course, targeting other audience, we have other plans. So that also will be taken in parallel.
yeah, it's fair. I mean, I usually see Ilya, who's the founder of Near Protocol. He does a lot of spaces. He does about maybe a space every 2 weeks, I think. And, he talks directly to the community about what he's doing. And then Harmony Lee, who's the founder of Harmony, he would do a space like once a month. So people kind of just want to meet the founder just to get a sense of who he is, and that would be kind of an important thing to do.
Just to add, Omar, our co-founder, also does the tech hangouts every fortnight. So you can visit. You can also attend that.
Is that on Discord?
Yeah, it's basically on another platform, another video streaming platform. But yeah, it's there. The
What's the
links are
platform?
the links are posted here. I'm not sure about the platform, but the links are posted here, so you can always go and uh, watch the stream and have a chat with Omar.
The stream. Yeah, Twitter Spaces seems to be a very good way of creating buzz. But yeah, I would agree with that. It's fun.
Thanks, Josh.
Ram,
Thanks for the insights.
Ram, just a second. Vijaynath had a question. He has been asking something on the chat.
Yeah, Vijay.
Just a second.
Yeah, we have that record, Vijaynath. Actually, we were working on one tool. So again, so there's a tool called uh, Crowdin. Crowdin, yeah, Crowdin is the tool that is used for translation and everything. So we have shared all those documents to the vendor. So he's in the process of converting everything into real actual pages. So of course, yes, that is in the plan and that is maintained. So, yeah. You can go ahead and do it because so that integration, right, the crowd integration will take another 1 or 2 weeks, I would say. So but we will use these things also. So currently whatever the docs translation that is completed and kept it in a Google Doc, that will be easily uploaded and converted. In future, after 2 to 3 weeks, we can directly go to online and start converting it through the tool. Which one? So website new pages has been targeted and that is in the plan, and of course that's what I mentioned. So we had few issues with the current developers, so they don't have a bandwidth and they stopped working on that. So I have been evaluating few more temporary vendors to fix that. So only those things are only for the new pages like ecosystem pages and contributor profile pages. So those are the plans. So did you mean any other pages specifically, or you are asking about these things only? That's the ecosystem page. Yes. Yeah. So that is in the plan. So it's only because of our operational issues, it's on hold. So that also will be made live soon. Awesome. Thanks. Team, any other questions?
Some gifts, some Shardeum gifts.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely add that as well to our to-do list, and then we can get it done.
Yeah, this is a pretty good call. Better than the other chains I've attended, where actually the people who are in charge don't actually present anything, and they just kind of leave it open. I think it's because they don't care, but I'm appreciating Ram and Yash because you guys care. Um, and yeah, it's good that you at least had some data to show. means that you're very serious.
Thank you so much, George.
Thank you, George.
One time I saw a guy start smoking a lot of marijuana during one call. This is for a big chain. And he started saying, "It's up to you guys. Talk about whatever you want to talk about." People are asking questions like about, typical question in these kind of calls is, once the chain goes to mainnet, it's about money. If I apply for a grant here, what you're going to see is people come to these spaces, no technical background whatsoever. They say, "I'm from Bolivia. I can get you 10,000 followers on your Twitter if you give me some money for marketing." And then you say, "Well, just apply on our website," and so forth. Yeah, so what are the KPIs and so on? And a lot of weird people show up. And the problem with that is marketing calls is important because a lot of technical people want to come and talk to people. But if you have a lot of people who are basically trying to scam and trying to just get money for bullshit marketing, technical people leave. They do like, this is not a serious thing. They want to see some data. They want to see something that they can look at and be like, these people put some effort into it. So I appreciate, again, Yash and Ram for understanding that devs actually, marketing calls are important and they should be taken very seriously.
Thank you, George. Thank you so much for that. So, team, anything else? Any other queries? Anything? Cool then. Thank you, team. So thank you for all the doubts and queries. So whatever the pending items, we will start to complete soon. So sure, Vijaynath, we will make sure, only because of the operational issues, certain things got delayed. So we will make sure everything is published. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.